The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. Cody Parkey now ready to get this one started. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. They go play action here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And that's complete to the former Bear. It's Greg Olsen. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good that under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Khalil Mack not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the gun, Newton. Flush to his right. And this is incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Do something. Hey.
Operating from the gun, Newton. He's going to go deep for Funchess. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And nothing but daylight ahead. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. Coming off the pick 6, it's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Gun. Set, 180. Great.
Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. He's going to look deep down. He's got a man, complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Devin Funches, 76 yards. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. And there, Charles, he lined up out left, ran the post, caught it over the middle, and the rest, as they say, is history.
And you have to love the scheme that they just showed there, because if you're going to run a deep post, you ordinarily have to get a safety out of the middle of the field. And you do it one of two ways, either by running routes at him that carries him away from it, or you either freeze him in the middle with routes that run underneath so that he doesn't get depth. Then you throw it over the top, and boy, what a successful play that was.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
18.
Here's Trubisky. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2. Now Trubisky. He sets to fire deep. And got his man complete. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3 and out. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. K1 short. With a great push up front, he picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stopped that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Forced out to his left, and he'll get it down here to the 43. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a 1st down.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And in this first quarter of play, this will remain a tie ball game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Here's Newton. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
Here's Newton now on second down. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down. Throwing on third down, Newton. And this is going to be incomplete.
He's thrown one interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does, and that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. Kind of get back to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They will go for it. Now Newton. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and that will force a turnover on downs. Trubisky with the give to Howard. It was Eric Reed in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
This is Howard on second down. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Dancing to his left. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Panthers will get the football back. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series. And because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive.
And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
Here we go. Gun. Ready? That's it, buddy. Put it up.
From the gun, Newton. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes it manageable now.
Newton to throw, and he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Newton now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. Newton now to throw. Flushed out right. He gets away from one. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess, and that'll bring up second down.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Hey.
On second and 10, Newton. He's going to go deep for Funchess. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Devin Funchess. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And his guys are able to strike for 6. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 14-7. Gano out to kick this one away. Now the return man. This is Benny Cunningham. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. On the right side, this is Miller. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Running with Howard. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. On the handoff, this is Howard. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup of 13 sets them up first and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Thomas Davis able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. The Bears on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he's going to go down again. It's a guy who played 4 years for the Bears, Julius Peppers. In there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. And Parkey's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, here's Newton. And Olsen over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
To throw on second down is Newton. His throw incomplete. It was the veteran Prince Amukamara that time who had the play covered from the start.
Well, Brandon, all receivers are trying to make sure that the defender thinks they're going to the middle of the field when they're running the out cut. On that play, didn't get it done very well because that one was batted down.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. Two minutes to go here in the first half. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Here's Newton. He may try and run for this. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Newton. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. Well, that incompletion has me thinking, the Phillip Rivers last week, I know you saw this. You were working, but he only threw one of those that we just saw. One incompletion the entire game. His first 25 passes were complete.
It was so much fun because I actually saw a highlight, cut up that put all of them together, one after the other. 25 straight. Mark Brunell had the record previously, 22 straight for Washington in 2006. He goes 28 of 29, and I don't know about you, but that almost sounds more impressive than if he's totally perfect for the day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That one blemish, right?
That one blemish really sets it apart and lets you know what he did. 96.6 completion percentage. Good luck trying to break that record, people.
Hey. Gun.
On 1st down, it's Newton. On the run, he'll let this go deep right, and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Cam Newton with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half, and the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Gano now to add the extra point. Gano the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Gano out to kick this one away. Cunningham now to return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. And that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Now Trubisky to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. Buying time to his left. Caught out left side by Robinson. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Now Howard. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The Bears moving hastily in the hurry-up offense. Now Trubisky.
Whenever we talk about...
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Anthony Miller, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Bears have cut it to within a score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. Moore now to return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to go deep for Funchess. That's going to be caught. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And Newton's going to keep it. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Newton takes it himself. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. This clearly the final play of the half, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it with 3 seconds remaining. They come out here in the eye. And Newton's going to keep it. And he is going to lose yardage here. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. A give to Howard, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. With that incompletion, let's look forward to the rest of the NFL season. You know, a lot of people say the season doesn't really get exciting till after Thanksgiving. Well, what are you looking forward to in the month of December?
I do like that expression because each sport has its own, doesn't it? Teams that are in first place July 4th in baseball, that's who's going to win the division, right? That's one of the old adages. You go on and on, but for me, this is what I'm going to look forward to. The NFC East could be a 3-team race. How about the revival of the Chicago Bears? And last but not least, the AFC West is controlled by Kansas City, but the sleeper team, the Los Angeles Chargers. Keep an eye on them.
Yeah, they're knocking on the door with just 3 losses. KC with 2. Newton on first down, eluding the pressure right. Got some real estate inside the 30. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. From the red zone now, Newton. Flushed out right. That is caught inside the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. A shotgun snap for Newton. Escaping the pressure right. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Cam Newton. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. Extra point try, good by Gano. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Gano out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
Come on.
Now it's Trubisky. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try to pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. On first and 10, Newton being chased out left. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Now Newton on first down. This is caught. And he's brought down. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal.
Smiles, everyone, smiles, because when Cam Newton and Greg Olsen hook up like they've been doing throughout this game, that's one big reason why they're winning.
What makes Greg Olsen so tough to cover?
I think he really is a wide receiver in a tight end's body. He runs his routes with such great precision and some physical toughness, and he really fights and competes for the ball.
And then, of course, it helps to have Cam Newton throwing it to you. On the ground, McCaffrey. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right.
Let's rock now. Hey. 20.
On second down, here's Newton. Flush to his right. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they tried to let the first man through move the pile, but he's stuffed right at the line of scrimmage. Just way too many big bodies in there to find a lane to run. That's going to bring up a big call on 4th and goal at the 1.
On 4th down, Newton. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. Now Trubisky back into his end zone. And now did he step out of the end zone? Yes, he did. The referee says he stepped out, and that is going to be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
And the Panthers coming out now. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. It's caught by Funchess. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Set. 180. Hey. You got 3. Gun. 20.
To throw again. Newton. Looking left side. That's caught by Moore. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Do something. Hey. Hey.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. He can run for it, and he will. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. And Ron Rivera, he's going to keep the offense on the field. They're going for it.
Ready. 180.
They snap it to Newton. Looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Bears will get the football back. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky steps away to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And it's 3rd down.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. On 3rd down, Trubisky. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. K1 short. In there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Anthony Miller, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bears draw a bit closer.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really the 4-minute offense is just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Flushed out right. Going up top for Miller. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
2nd and 10. It's Trubisky again. Forced out to his left. Gonna let one fly for... This is caught at the 20. Trubisky hitting Robinson for a big one. 47 yards. Well, they had held him pretty well in check, but if you recall back in the first quarter, you said they needed to avoid the big play. He finally gets loose.
And the thing about it, it doesn't have to be a bunch of big plays. Sometimes one big play can be enough. That's why it's tough to deal with a guy like that.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Trubisky, dancing to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Flush to his right. Airing it out for Olsen. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game. Newton to throw. Caught left side by Funchess. A good pickup there at 22. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On first down, Newton. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. Gano out to kick this one away. Cunningham now to return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. 2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. And, he's going to be hit and driven into the turf. Vernon Butler in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
He's going to let it fly. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now he steps away. Now a desperation throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
We know it's tough enough to pick up 1st downs on 3rd down plays, but when you go for it on 4th down, sometimes you're actually just praying, and on that play, the prayer was answered.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Buying time, and he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Parkey adds the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. 35 seconds to play. Everything will come down here to this onside kick. And the Panthers are going to recover here, and that should be enough to get them the victory. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. The Panthers on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. As the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And whistle blown, a timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Set. 180. Do something.
Newton. Being chased out left. Got a man. It's right. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard